Hey everybody, it's Eric again. It's been a while since I made a video. I figured I'd go ahead and make one. Um, First, I'd like to. Okay, I live in the United States. Okay, I live in Texas. We This country, we don't have a king or a queen. No, we have a president, and we currently have an idiot in office. Um, but enough of that. I want, with that being said, I want to extend condolences to England and to the families of the Queen. Um, Sorry for y'all's loss. Um, I can't imagine what it's like to lose a patriarch like that. Um, but you know, I don't want to sound heartless or nothing like that by any means. Um, she was up there in age. It was her time. Um, I do, however, feel sorry for y'all because of who's taking over. Um, I do apologize. Um, I don't, want to sound morbid or nothing like that, but hopefully his reign ends rather quickly, and one of the boys takes over. So, I mean, it sound I know how it sounds. It sounds bad. It really does. I'm sorry for it, sounding like that. Um, but it is what it is. Um, Here in the States, we are hoping for our um, current leader to step away. Uh, yeah, I'll leave that at that. Um, excuse me. Um, Anyway, today I want to sit here and talk about a few things. I was watching some old YouTube videos, and something I want to talk about. That's no, the only reason I thought about sitting there talking about it is because I'm watching some old Mr. Beast videos and his biography, and how he started, and all the things he's done. Um, he's done quite a bit. He started off the first charity thing he did was he gave $10,000 to a homeless guy. Uh, the guy honestly thought he was nuts, and he was just yanking his chain. Nope. It was 100% genuine. He had $10,000 in an envelope and handed it to him. Granted, he crossed the street to do so, and he stood in the middle of the road to do so. But he did it. And it went from there. He started doing a lot more charitable things. He started to turn right there, and then more money he got, the more he donated to other charities like a food bank, several food banks. And then he would go into certain, different stores and hand over his credit card to these people to buy whatever it is that they needed. Or he would turn around, sit there, and just buy out half a grocery store and donate it to whatever food bank, happens to need it. Let's see what else. I know I've talked all about this before, but you can't talk enough about the guy. His all the charity he does is it's crazy. And he he started off doing all this stuff when he was like 12, 13 years old, when he started his YouTube channel. Let's see. Sorry if I sound a little. Sorry if I'm scatterbrained right now. I've got a lot of things on my mind, and I'm trying to occupy my mind by doing a video. But I will say this much, and I will say it again. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Mr. Beast, if you're ever watching this video, if you ever need help spending your money, hit me up. I will help you. I know a lot of organizations that can use the money. And yes, one of those organizations is my back pocket. But I know different hospitals, they could use the donation. Make-A-Wish Foundation, they could use the money. St. Jude's, Cook's Children's, and the I don't know what they're called. The what certain hospitals and stuff like that, they have like dogs or cats or whatever, like mostly dogs. They'll go into like a hospital room and stuff like that to cheer people up, while they're recovering. I don't know what kind of what organization that is, but they need help. A lot of the people that handle the animals, they're personal animals, and and they take the time to um, go out of their way to turn us there and try to help people out, to help cheer them up, whatnot, and stuff like that. Um, I think helping them out would be pretty cool. Like with food or gas money, stuff like that. Mainly food because nobody sit there and you know thinks about the app, the dog thinks about the animal and stuff like that. All they know is they had their moment of happiness. Well, what about the stress the animal's going through? Because they have to see all this, all these people who are sick, and there's nothing the dog can do but just sit there and let them be petted. That's all a dog can do. Um, but nobody turns there and thinks about how the animal is going through, what they're going through. I think I think a few treats and stuff like that. I think the animals would enjoy that. Um, let's see. Then there are Wounded Warriors Foundation. Then yeah, I've been through this a few times on a couple videos. There's several different charities. Wounded Warriors, Fallen Heroes. I mean, you don't have to, go for those, specific ones. I mean, if you turn around there and look, any veteran type organization, I would suggest don't donate to them as well. Um, um, see, then you got the 22 to none. Excuse me. Yeah. You've got organizations that turn there and try to help veterans. With try to feel at home, and there's several veterans that soldiers that turn us there, and they have nowhere to go, nobody to talk to, and majority of them commit suicide because of they cannot get help. The VA does only so much because they can only help so much. They've only got resources for so much. So maybe that, maybe you can turn over there and help out with that. Um, these are, Mr. Beast, these are just a few ideas, if you wanted to, donate a few ideas of places they could use the funds. Yes, I understand, there are families in need. I understand this. But think about the ones that They gave all. They gave everything they had to make sure that people like you and me are able to make these videos. They're able to make YouTube videos and be able to do the things we do. Yeah, I don't do nearly as much as you do. I wished I could, as I said a while ago. My pocket's empty. There's only so much I can do with absolutely nothing. You can also turn out there. You can also turn out there and help single moms. Not going to the clubs. That's not what I mean. Excuse me. Like families in need. Yeah, that's basically really all it is. Maybe fallen firefighters organizations, fallen police officer organizations. And here's one thing that most people don't actually think of. A lot of the fire stations, a lot of them are all volunteer base. They don't get paid for it. I wished there was funds for these individuals to draw there and draw a paycheck, but they don't. There is none there. They deserve every penny they would get. I mean, who else is going to turn out there and risk their lives, turn out there running to a building that's on fire? Whatnot. Let me. What else? What else I want to talk about? Oh, something I recently just found out. You know those that Cars for Kids charity thing? Do you realize that all the Cars for Charity thing is they turn around there, they turn around, take the vehicle, they fix it up. It doesn't go to a student. No, it gets auctioned off, and the monies that they get for the vehicle that goes towards taking care of the students or the kids or whatever. I did not know that. I honestly thought the car went directly towards a high school student so they can have their first car. Nope. It surprised me. For the longest time, I actually thought that's how it was. No, it's not. All they do is auction the car off, and then the money they make off the car goes towards students. That's it. Kind of made me mad a little bit when I thought about it. But then again, I turned there and thought about it even more and thought, well, the money is taking care of more than one person. So, another thing most people don't, excuse me, don't think about is donating to schools, like elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools, private schools, stuff like that. There are teachers are having to pay out of pocket to replenish school supplies, and a lot of them don't have the money to buy their lunches or nothing like that because they're having to replenish school supplies. So how about everybody turns there and do this? Go off, buy as much school supplies as you can. That'll help one classroom or multiple or many classrooms. It doesn't matter, as long as you're helping at least one. And then turn there and take a lot of foods, a lot of like snacks and stuff like chips, candy bars, whatever. And then take some bottled waters, sodas, whatever you want to grab, and donate it to the school. Turn out there and put on a piece of paper. Turn out there and said "Teachers Lounge," and they will know exactly where it goes to. Except for school supplies, turn out there and just say, here's something for the school to help a student or help the teachers. They will distribute it to whatever classroom needs it the most. But the food and stuff like that, make sure that says Teachers Lounge. That will help teachers out greatly. I know my daughter is going to school to be a teacher, and she is she has already turned there and done substitute for many teachers, and she has found out that's where they get their lunches from, is the Teachers Lounge, and as many teachers as there are in the schools, there's slim pickings, very slim pickings. So maybe everybody turns there and try that. Sorry for the drinking all the time. My mouth is a little dry. And before anybody asks, no, I'm not sponsored by Dr. Pepper. I really wish they would sponsor me, but they don't. Then this would actually make it all better, because then I'd actually have proper equipment to make a proper YouTube video. But instead, I'm doing this all on my phone. But uh, what else I want to talk about? Um, okay, I talked about teachers, talked about classrooms, talked about firefighter organization, police organization. Yes, um, a lot of those families, there's a lot of police officers that died, in the line of duty. Um, those families, most of the time, those families have one income, and it's usually the whoever is the police officer. Um, and some there's times where there's a double income, where they're both uh, husband and spouse are both working different jobs, or they're both police officers, or they're first responders nonetheless, or they're not. um, and sometimes something happens to where they end up losing their spouse because some idiot turn around and sit there and took it upon themselves to shoot an officer. I know. A lot of you are interested in saying these words right now, and it's irritating me. You're sitting there saying it was their fault they got shot because they chose the job. No, they chose the job to protect you and me. They didn't choose to be shot. So get that out of your head. You should never even thought that. Who's going to turn out there and help you whenever your house is being broken into, or somebody's attacking you? You going to do it? You expect your neighbor to help you? You going to expect the guy down the street to help you? They may help you. They may not help you. I wouldn't count on them helping you because these days nobody wants to get their hands dirty. Nobody wants to help anybody. So the only person that will help you is the person you're hoping you're sitting there saying they deserve it. Now what they deserve is a higher paycheck. What they deserve is for us to turn out there and appreciate them and say thank you. What they deserve is for us to turn out there and actually, when we see them in line at a fast food restaurant, you pay for that meal. Um, any first responder you see at a checkout line or a fast food restaurant, you pay for their food. Because guess what? They don't get paid nearly enough. Especially if you're at a grocery store and you happen to see a first responder like firefighter. You see a bunch of firefighters turn out there getting groceries. You pay for their groceries. Or at least half. At least put something in. Because guess what? They only get a short amount of time to be able to shop and pay for their food and get it back to the station house and put it away before they're called away. and most of the time they don't get to eat before they're called away. um, you might also want to throw out there and think about donating bottles of water, Powerade, Gatorade, whatever, because they need to drink. They need bottles of water too. They need energy drinks. Whatever you can think of. Most of them turn out to stay in shape. Most of them do not. You can donate a Coke, Dr. Pepper, whatever you want. But what they need is water, Gatorade, Powerade, stuff like that. Donate it by the case. Don't do jugs of water or a 6-pack or a bottle or a single bottle of water. That's not going to help. That helps one person. Buy it by the case. That helps many of them. Like I said, grab food. Turn around there while you're out shopping. Buy extra food. Take it to the nearest fire station. If somebody's there, hand it to them. Especially if it's cold stuff. If you can't afford the cold stuff, like just buy canned goods, dry foods, dry stuff, and then turn off there and donate and sit there and put it on. Put it right there on the front porch. Turn off there and with a note, turn off there and say thank you. I bought you some food. Let them know that they're actually appreciated. Oh, good Lord. It's almost 1:30 in the morning. Anyways, I guess that's all I've got for right now. I really can't think of anything else to say. All I can say is just do your part. Donate as much as you can to whatever organization. Charity is key. Doesn't matter if it's an actual organization or donating to your local food bank or even clothing bank. Look, here's the thing. If you cannot fit your clothes anymore, do not hold on to them and say, maybe I'm going to lose some weight here shortly and I might fit into them. If you can do that, then by all means go for it. But if you're one of those that turns there and says that and never tries to lose weight at all, donate your stuff. Donate your clothing. If you cannot fit it anymore, if it does not fit you, donate it. I've been through my closet at least 4 times already. I know for a fact I'm never going to fit those clothes again. Guess where it went? Yeah, donation center. Unless it's underwear and socks, then might no. I will not donate those. They will go to the trash. Because I'm rough with socks. And there's no way in hell I'm giving people used underwear. I'm not a nasty person by any means at all. I just there's no way in hell I'm giving anybody my used underwear. No. That's just nasty. Straight up 100% nasty. If you want to donate underwear and socks, go buy them from Walmart or wherever. Then donate them. Don't give out used. It's just wrong. It's wrong on many, many, many levels. Okay, that is definitely enough. I will talk to all of y'all later on. Like and subscribe if you want. Not necessary, but it's appreciated. Comment if you have any other ideas on places where people could donate. Until then, y'all have a great day. Bye.